All right, so in today's video, I'm going to share with you the two things that you as a videographer, whether you're a freelancer or you own a video business, I'm going to share the two things that I think that you should take off of your plate as early as tomorrow so that you can have the growth and success of your business the way that you want to going into 2025. And for those who might not know who I am, my name is Evan Andrews, and for the past 2 years, I have been helping other video businesses grow and scale by teaching them how to market themselves as video business owners so that they can start having the life that they want and working with the kind of clients that they want to each and every single month. So today we're going to go over the two things that you should take off your plate as soon as feasibly possible inside of your video business. And going into the first one that a lot of people have, so much control over because they want to hold on to it for so long is the editing process inside of their business. And I fully understand the reason that you probably want to hold on to the editing process. And it's because you have built your business on the back of your style and your editing. I can guarantee that. You don't feel like somebody can do or match as well as you what you deliver for your clients. And I'm here to tell you that honestly is probably one of the biggest lies that you actually tell yourself. And when you go about bringing in somebody to help you, edit the client projects, the big important thing is that you just understand that somebody can get to your level. Right. In the way that you go through training them, in where their level of entry is in when they start working with you, and how much kind of coaching they need to get up to par with what you expect for your video business. Right. But growing is going to be crucial to the tasks that you can take off of your plate. Right. And about a year ago, it was November 2023, I came across an editor who I started working with, and this honestly changed everything in my day-to-day, and honestly, everything in my mental of what I was able to process on a day-to-day basis, right? So after I started working with an editor, I uncovered that he was saving me about 10 to 20 hours a week in editing projects. 10 to 20 hours a week that I got back to be able to start working out. I got able to follow up with leads better, right? To be able to book more sales calls and go through that process that actually grows the business, not the editing, right? So outsourcing the editing is one of the biggest things that you can do to start getting more and more time back inside of your day-to-day operations. And inevitably, this is gonna be what allows you to scale, right? Because you being able to service more clients, pass off those videos to somebody else that can be working in the background. That allows you to go and either service more clients or, like I said, take more calls and book more people into as clients inside of your video business. So the concept of scaling is only gets higher when you actually bring in help and take off some of that work from your plate. So, I kind of mentioned it already, but a common misbelief that a lot of you guys have is just nobody can do it like you do it, right? And one of the easiest ways to train up or get people in the door inside of your video business as editors is to have really structured SOPs for, what your assets are and what is expected of the editor inside of your team, right? The more clear you are with your SOPs, the easier it is for them to just replicate what it is that you need to do. So you can go about creating SOPs in a lot of different ways. I have figured out the best way in creating SOPs is actually just doing live Loom recordings of what you expect the process to look like going through editing a project for a particular client for you. And you might have a few different types of projects that you edit for clients. So you just have a different SOP for whatever that particular project is, whether it be a brand story film might be edited in a certain light, whereas the talking head content for the client as well might be edited in a completely different light, right? Your stylization and everything will be sub-dependent on the the meetings that you have with the clients that you want to work with. Everybody has different branding focuses and different things like that. So that will change here and there while working with the editors, but you should be able to attract talent into your video business that they understand what it is that you're looking for. And by giving them just a little bit of guidance, they should be able to knock it out of the park for you. So creating SOPs is going to be the biggest way that you can actually train up somebody faster. And having those as solid as possible is going to make your life much less of a headache in the day-to-day. So, we can also talk about some of the, the hidden costs in doing it all yourself, right? So there's a lot of opportunity costs. Like I mentioned before, me just getting an editor saved me about 10 to 20 hours per week. 10 to 20 hours per week. That's 40 to 80 hours a month that I was saving, not having to be a slave to my desk and allowing me to spend more time with my family, start working out, like I said, and get in shape and really have the mental clarity that I wanted to have. And I could not feasibly do that if I was stuck and tethered to my desk all day long, and getting overwhelmed with the amount of videos that needed to be edited and different things like that. It allowed me not to be able to take on more clients because I could only do so much with the two hands that I was actually given. So another part of that is what that does to you financially, right? Not being able to take on more clients is what stops your ability to be able to grow, right? So by not hiring and paying out a little bit of money to get more money back in, that's how you're going to stagnate. And that's how you're not going to be able to grow because you don't have the team around you to be able to do that. So finding help out there in your editing is going to be another big thing that you need to start working on. So another part of this, like I mentioned, there's two things that you should inevitably get off of your plate as soon as possible. And the second side to that coin is kind of the management of content. If you are a video agency out there, but some of the value in which you provide for a client comes into how much time you save them, right? So you should feasibly be posting their content for them. And content management, while it doesn't take an exorbitant amount of time, just being able to get back maybe 4 to 5 hours a week in the distribution of the content to the different platforms for your clients, I mean, that's another a small area that you can get more of that personal time back, or more of that time back to grow the business in the way that you actually want to. So it's only by outsourcing a little bit more are you actually going to be able to grow and scale the way that you want to. But it's definitely a challenge, right? Growing a team and finding people that work well with you and don't take advantage of you because they might be on the other side of the world, or come into your ecosystem and maybe steal clients from you, or it's very hard to find the right people, right? And you have to go through some trial and error in finding those people. But I know that by growing a team and having just a few people around you to take some of those tasks off of your plate in your day-to-day are going to be what propels you forward in the growth that you actually want to sustain. So taking off editing and taking off content management are the two things that you should strive to do first as a video business owner when you start to have kind of more on your plate than you can actually handle. So if you're worried about that, I get it. I've been in that boat as well. It is definitely a process, but it is a process that you have to trust, right? And it's just something. It's the growing pains of running a business, and it's the worries that keep us up at night. So the more that you can go through editors or find the right person, the more touches that you have in that aspect of your business is going to be what's going to allow you to find the exact right fits for your video business or your agency out there. So I hope that you guys got some value out of this video and understanding that you're probably doing too much to really see the growth in your business that you actually want to. So if you did get some value out of this video and you haven't already, and subscribe to my channel here where I'm trying to release more video content for you guys about growing and scaling your video businesses out there. And if you are kind of stuck still and the next step for you might actually be getting some help, down in the description of this video, you can find a link over to my Instagram account. You can go over there, check out some of my content, and see that I'm actually helping video business owners just like you really grow and scale their operations through their marketing that we help them set up. And you can DM me once you get over to Instagram the word social, and then me and you will chat in the DMs, and I'll give you some more info on how my one-to-one mentorship might be the exact thing that you might need to propel yourself forward going into 2025. So again, I hope you guys got some value out of this video, and rest assured that you will figure it out. You will find the editor, and you will find the help that you actually need to grow and scale. So until next time, peace out.